I'm Zoe.
I'm Derek.
I'm Clarissa.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is Central Puma News. Now today's our guest star, Mr. Huff. Back to you, Aaron.
All rise, please.
In honor of
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare kept on bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, thank you, Olivia. You may sit
And
down.
as you just heard, we have just honored all of our veterans. And please introduce your veteran.
Caston Fultz, he was in the Navy.
Ronaldo Palacios Jr., who was in the Army.
Ronaldo Palacios, who was in the Army.
Javier Casanova, who's in the Army.
Wait.
Isabel Villarreal, Sergeant First Class. Isabel Villarreal, retired from the Army from 68 to 88.
This is my grandfather, Ben Bialone. He served in the United States Marine Corps from 1954 to 1958.
This is my cousin JJ. He served in the Air Force. That's it.
My name is Roberto Vargas, U.S. Army, served from 1978 to 1984.
This is my grandfather, Jack Rainwater. He was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam.
This is my mom, Joanna Orenday, and she was in the U.S. Army from 2006 to 2014.
This is my father, Ernesto Barraza, and he served when?
I served in the U.S. Army from 1998 to 2005.
This is my Tío Joel. He served in the Army from 1975 to 1981.
This is my uncle. His name is Peter.
He served from 2001 to 2008 in the Navy.
Good morning, Pumas. My name is Mr. Huff. As many of you know, I am a veteran as well. I served in the United States Army from 1981 to 1985. All the vets that we have before us have served our country in one way or another, and we would just like to take this moment. I would like everybody to stand and give them a moment of silence for those who paid the ultimate price and cannot be here with us today. Please stand. Thank you. You may be seated.
We would like to thank all the veterans for coming. We're now going to start the announcements.
Zoe?
A message from Miss Zapata. There will be a digital media club meeting Thursday, November 12th at 3:30 in the library. New members are welcomed. Another message from Miss Zapata. Already writing and editorial writing students need to attend this Friday's meeting. If you did not attend Monday's meeting, we will meet Friday, November 13th at 3:30 in the library. Students must pick up this week's writing topic. If you have any questions, please speak to Ms. Zapata before the meeting. Another message from Ms. Cavazos and Ms. Strickland. Attention, there will be a sign up today after school in room 140 for any 7th or 8th grade girl interested in participating in softball. Okay, the sign up will not be long, so make sure to make arrangements to get picked up promptly. Another message from Ms. Zapata. A big, and I mean a big happy birthday goes out to my handsome husband, Mr. Zapata. He just turned 64. No, not 64, 44. It doesn't look a day above 25. Happy birthday, Mr. Zapata. Love you. That's a lie, Zoe. From Ms. Zapata, okay? But we love you too.
A message from A. Garcia. There will be a UIL practice for mathematics and calculator today during 6th, 7th, and 8th grade lunch. If you're interested in joining, go see Mr. Garcia in room 228. Congratulations to 7th grade girls A basketball team for their massive defeat against Guayar. We are leading with a leading score of 39-9. The girls responsible for this win are Emily Cortez, Kimmy Espinosa, Danielle Garza, Annika Gomez, Emma Arndt, Brianna Mendez, Araceli Moreno, Jacqueline Rodriguez, Brianna Roman, Danielle Silva, Emily Van Tilburg, and Adriana Cavazos. Great job from Coach Marquez Gomez. A message from Ms. Schuford. UIL solo and duet acting practice will take place on Thursday and Friday during 6th, 7th, and 8th grade lunch periods. Please make sure you get your lunch pass.
An announcement from the No Bully Society. Attention Central Middle School. The No Bully Society will conduct a Wesco Food Bank money drive beginning today, November 11th through November 18th. No Bully Society members will be coming to every homeroom class and collect your bills or coins. Any donation will be truly appreciated. Remember, many people are displaced after the flood 2 weeks ago. The Wesco Food Bank will use your donations to purchase Thanksgiving food items for those in need. Thank you. A message from Coach Tianda. Wow, what a finish. Great job on the great win over the Guayar Wildcats goes out to Central 8th grade Lady Pumas. It was a nail-biting game that went back and forth till the final minutes of the game. Alexis Chapon came up with 4 big fourth-quarter points to the ice game and give Central their second victory of the season, beating Guayar 15-11. Jasmine Sainz, Yusadis Garcia also had 4 points in the outstanding defense. Paloma Macis added 2 points and 3 steals. Rebecca Mata had a key point and gave great offensive rebounding. Jessica Tamines, Cheyenne Roja, Kiara Rubio, Gabby Flores, and Lauren Lazo also played a hard-nosed defense and were a big part of Central's win. Great job, girls, and let's get ready for them Jaguars at Mary Hogue.
And a message from Mrs. Zapata. Do not forget, if you signed up for the National Spelling Bee competition, your test is on Friday, November 20th at 9 a.m. in the library. Make sure to study your packets, and if you have any questions at all, see Ms. Zapata. Only the top 10 will be selected from the campus in the spelling bee. And a message from Ms. Garcia. Both science and dictionary skills will have practice this weekend on Thursday and Friday from 3:30 to 3:20 at 3:20. It will only be 40 minutes. Please be prompt. There will be snacks provided. First come, first serve. A message from Ms. Orajo. UIO practice for Spanish poetry and maps, charts, and graphs will be on Thursday, November 12th in room 212 from 3:15 through 4:45. A message from Ms. Schufert. Humor games rehearsals for the weekend are as follows. Tuesday, all actors and crew leaders meet in Annex B from 3:30 to 5. Wednesday and Thursday, all actors, crew leaders, and makeup crew meet in the Performing Arts Center from 3:15 to 5. And a message from Ms. Zapata. Yearbook members there will be no official meeting this weekend, but please come by the library to speak to Ms. Zapata to receive a picture assignment.
Good morning, Central Pumas. On this day in history, November 11th, 1918, the Great War, World War I, came to an end at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month. In 1918, Germany and its allies officially surrendered and signed an armistice ending the war. The war left over 9 million soldiers dead and over 21 million wounded. Sadly, 5 million civilians would also perish in the war. World War I was called the war to end all wars. Sadly, it would not be the end of all wars, as 30 years later, World War II would erupt and the world would be at war again. In November 1919, President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the commemoration of Armistice Day with the following words: "To us in America, the reflections of the Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride and heroism and for those who died in the country's service, and with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing which has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of the nation." The United States Congress officially recognized the end of World War I when it passed a concurrent resolution June 4th, 1926, which is why we now celebrate Veterans Day to honor our veterans. Thank you.
And finally, we have a video to commemorate and honor all veterans.
We're back. It's 8:52, time for our ongoing series with the NFL, Together We Make Football.
This is such a great story. It takes us back to World War II and 8 high school teammates from a little town in South Texas who finished their season, graduated school early, then enlisted together in the Marines.
2, 4, 6, 8. They're all there. Harlan is this one by me.
In 1943, 8 teammates from tiny Weslaco, Texas joined the Marines and were shipped off to separate units in the Pacific. While on leave, Doc Kleckler's chance encounter with his best friend Harlan Block led to a promise.
He said, "Hey, would you do me a favor?" And he said, "I want you to give this ring to my mother." He said, "I may not be coming back."
Harlan Block is the Marine kneeling in front as the stars and stripes are raised over Iwo Jima in 1945. 6 days after the iconic photo was taken, he was killed in action. The memorial in Arlington is not our country's only Iwo Jima monument. The original is here, on the campus of the Marine Military Academy, next to the little town in South Texas where Doc and Harlan played football.
When the young men are on that football field, they can see that monument, and it represents to them the courage they should exhibit, the leadership, the example that they need to set for others.
It's a reminder to us as football players and as cadets in the academy of what great things we're capable of.
When he returned from the war, Doc intended to keep his promise to Harlan.
His mother was my second mother. She kind of didn't want to talk to me. She said, I do not want to be reminded. You better keep it. Harlan was only one of our group that got killed in that business.
Doc wore that ring every day to keep Harlan's memory alive. In 2010, he donated it to the Academy as a reminder that valor counts and friendship never dies.
It's just amazing, the bond that two people could have. A football team is a brotherhood. This ring kind of symbolizes that too. They went through the Friday night lights and further on into the war.
Of the 8 football players who enlisted together, Doc is the last survivor. He was a high school principal. He's still married to his college sweetheart, and he stayed in South Texas his entire life, never far from where his best friend rests, in the shadow of the great monument.
Harlan was my buddy. Don't know why that I made it. Sometimes you don't know how to feel.
Glenn Kleckler and his teammates originally actually picked up the recruiting flyer to use as a cover for skipping school to go to the movies. But the principal saw them with the flyer and accelerated their graduation so they could join up as soon as possible. A lifetime of friendship captured in a beautiful story.
What an incredible story, and he's still here to tell it, which is really special.
Representing that special group of 8 men. And speaking of football in Texas, you can catch the Cowboys taking on the Eagles